Our final match then on our main feature table is underway, and it's the Women's Pro Series Final 6. Marion Jude, 2 times a world champion, multiple-time Ultimate Pool champion, takes on 𝗪𝗂𝘗, 2 times world champion and multiple-time lots of champions, including Ultimate Pool. Barbara's won everything there is to win in the game. I think Marion wanted that one to drop. Now, a bit of a rethink required. This has a similar feel, Tony, to the start of the Pro Series final we just saw, where the first frame just took a few more minutes than pretty much everything else in the final.
Yeah, a bit of early final nerves. Just testing the water of the main arena table.
𝗪𝗂𝘗's had a really good return to form this year. Struggled last year, and she's found her form again. Really putting together a number of deep runs already this season, becoming a factor. You can just sense she's playing with an awful lot more confidence now. Beautiful.
Well, she ousted the #1 player early today, Kirsty Lee-Davies, and battled through against Kerry Griffiths in the semi-final to make it here. Marion Jude, of course, has had another epic battle with Amy Beecham. Got a revenge from yesterday.
Yeah, that's another rivalry I can fully get on board with. Just seen a great one in the pro game, the women's pro game. That's certainly one. We've got some great players at the top of the game. There isn't two. There are plenty now.
Yeah, well, that couldn't have gone much worse there for Barbara. Thought she could just pinch enough in the near jaw, and it went up the table, and in the end shunted the cue ball into the corner bag. So Marion, ball in hand, in clear sight of the Reds.
Should be comfortable enough here for the French star just to mop these up. Nothing in the way. Chance just to free up and get that first frame on the board.
Yeah, and it'll just settle her if she does as well. Oh, just enough, I think. Just a raised eyebrow there from Marion. Played that shot very nicely indeed. And it is the lady from France, Marion Jude, who takes this opening frame. They've been great hosts, as always.
Barbara, one of the few players in the game to break like that. Hand on top of the cushion and a cue on top of the hand. So how she's always done it. Might play around with positioning at the top, but she invariably has the hand on top, which is unusual. Definitely emphasises hitting down on the ball, which means you do need to get that strike right. This has been beautiful work from Barbara all the way through. Just floating the ball around with a really nice pattern.
Solid stuff from Barbara Taylor.
It's a very good response to the mistake in the opening frame. Really very nice break and run there just to get going here in the final.
Marion there putting her arms out in disbelief that she didn't make a ball, and then the ball did fall in at the end.
Yeah, scared the balls into dropping. How's that not dropped? Oh, it has. Thank you very much. And now can she put a finish together?
Marion electing to play this yellow up the rail into the top right hand corner. That's where she wants to be. Black is ready, available into the right hand centre pocket. Played that nicely, and I'm pretty sure she can probably just play this now and stop the white dead. Play the 8 ball into the middle pocket. Well, up to just to come off the rail there and play it into the centre. So this for a 2-1 lead. And in it goes. Marion Jude, 2-1 to the good. Good break there from Barbara. Marion trying to carve out another chance here. Well, wasn't expecting that miss. So Barbara Taylor will get back to the table. A fair distance away from the bag there for Barbara Taylor. Nicely played there by Marion. 8 ball now into the bottom left hand corner for a 3-1 lead. And it is the French star Now starting to move up a gear.
You just get the sense, Tony, here that she's starting to grow in strength and pull away. This is dangerous moments, you feel, for Barbara Taylor.
Yeah, that last red that she missed in the previous frame, Barbara, she overcut it by a long way. And that cost her the fourth frame. Very straight cueing there from Marion. Good to just see that angle there. She looks down towards her shot. Everything very central. Well, well, well.
Not going to be the easiest counter here for Barbara, but you feel it's important that she finds a way to win this frame. Doesn't have to be in this visit. The one on the right hand side, unless she wants to play a double, is going to be the problem. Not got the angle she was looking for. The problem still remains here. Didn't want that flick either, so... Wow, that's actually not landed terrible. Can float down on a good line. And we've seen the way that Barbara plays. She would be, if she could get on the yellow to top right, I think she'd take it. Wouldn't have to do on anything with the cue ball.
She can actually move it here.
Yeah, might have to go into it now. But then you're playing on a moving ball.
What about the double?
I don't like the line of the cue ball for the double. You're not leaving a great next shot.
Down onto the bottom rail and play the yellow into the middle where that we're looking at.
Does it go long?
She looks like she's eyeing it up into the top right-hand corner.
Huge shot as we tick into the second half of this match on the match clock. This is a massive moment. Biggest moment of the finals so far. It's not that pocket, it's the other one. And she's overcut it.
Well, it's going to be the second time of asking for Marion Jude, this frame. For this to put a 4-1 in front. Well, good break there from Barbara.
Hammer. Brilliant break from Barbara. Got to put the break finish together with it. It'd be a second in the match, and it's needed. Good recovery. Good recovery pot, that. Hampered queuing, wants to be on the one at the top. Now it's just a case of picking which way round you want to go. The one underneath the yellows on the wrong angle could just get a little fiddly. So get the right angle on that one, get that one out of the way. And the right angle would be fairly straight, or past the straight, which Barbara has. What do you think, Tony? You got to take the one at the bottom here?
I certainly would.
Yeah, you can go either way, but you've got to play a good shot if you go top. Don't like that. It's not a good angle.
I don't know. It got further up the table so you could cut it in and use the cushion to come across.
Yeah, I was thinking the same. You've got to pull that back because now the yellow plays big at the top of the table. Yeah, and she's down on the shot and she's thinking she's going to hit it. So can you now draw this back and get on the 8 ball into the centre?
I think if you dig into this, you've got to be very careful you don't pull this into the left-hand middle bag.
Well, I was thinking you couldn't get that far down. I was thinking you could get only very thin. Maybe you can. Oh, you can. You can. Yeah, played that really, really well. And it's the second break finish for Barbara Taylor. And she's now just 2 frames behind. She just wants to keep that distance. Nothing she could do about the previous frame. And maybe nothing she can do about this one now. Another dry break from Marion. Barbara getting the better of the breaks right now.
Yeah, Marion bemoaning her luck. Because it is a fairly open split with reds.
Wow, that used it all. One really bad ball to deal with, one on the left-hand side. Probably going to be a double. But the other 2 are guarded. So the one in the middle of the table is the next ball. You're going to have to play 2 or 3 really good positional shots here. You could play up for the double next. Then you've got the one at the top trying to connect to the one at the bottom. Well, we won't find out how she was going to go about it. Yes. Pretty poor miss by Barbara's standards there.
Well, Marion went to play the loss of turn there. Well, she's certainly done that, but she's given ball in hand because the cue ball went in behind the red that Marion was knocking in of Barbara Taylor's. So that's given Barbara a great opportunity. Well, that was a strange shot there from Barbara. Big miss. Lost the cue ball as well completely. So Marion Jude will come back to the table on yellows, and they're fairly open. Well, decent position here, and you really would fancy Marion to run these yellows out, get herself into a 5-2 lead. Just a little bit closer to black and the yellow there, so she's going to be a bit hampered. And she's always been in position, Marion here, in this simple 8-ball, and it is the French star that now goes into a 5-2 lead.
Frames behind, just can't afford to fall much further behind. Good news is she is breaking well and giving herself opportunities.
Well, the 2 frames that she's won have both been breaking finishes. So every time Marion has had her hand on the table, she's won the frame.
Yeah, Barbara's going to have to start changing that or start making a lot more finishes from the break. This is a very nice chance for another break finish. If you're on the one to bottom right now, I think it's the right ball to take. Just get it out the way. It's the most awkward ball to land on.
100%, and she is on it as well. So I think this is a mistake. Because like you say, Simon, it's not easy to get back over there.
Well, let's find out. I'm with you. I think she was on it. I can only assume she wasn't because she didn't take it, but it looked like she was on it, and I don't see the advantage of not taking it. It afforded good position as well.
And that's not going in.
And I think the reason that doesn't go in is because she's trying to hold on the red that she was on first shot and, you know, trying to pot it on the straight side of the pocket. If she makes the centre pocket there, the cue ball goes a little bit further to the left as we look and a roll further down the table, and she wouldn't have been on that red. The mistake was early in that visit. Oh, Marion's gone for the loss of turn, and it's not going to fall.
How's that stayed there?
Yeah, defying gravity.
Well, Barbara's okay. Want to play this red now, dig down a bit on the cue ball. If she could punch the cue ball and hit it into the yellow ball that's above the black, she's running forward with it.
Could control that on the red. Just going away from a worker touch though. Tricky 8-ball now. Promise you it was a tricky 8-ball. Calm as you like, rolls it in.
I know, because I end up buying all the rounds, that's why.
Marion continues to struggle with the break. It is giving Barbara hope here. She's back within 2. Has a chance here and is breaking well. This match is far from over with 10.5 minutes to play.
Well, we're going to be heading for the old 15 seconds a shot round about now, or just after this next shot. Yeah, the first sign of the buzzers, or the beeps, should I say. And Barbara pulled her arm a little bit on that red, sorry, to the top corner. And now Marion will come and have a go at these yellows. Lovely shot there from Marion Jude. Pots that yellow, bumps those two apart. And now everything in the open. And if you think she's going to get these, you kind of think she's got one hand on the trophy.
Yeah, 15 seconds a shot though has a funny way of catching you out when you first go into it. So she's got to be careful on this visit, but I'm with you. This visit feels like it's a long way towards the title. "15 seconds a shot, it catches you out." Marion still wants to kind of stay in her 30-second routine, walking around. Just don't have the time.
That was a super pot though from Marion.
Beautiful piece of cueing. Just overhit this one. It's pulled up okay. Just okay.
Yeah, and the reds act as a buffer as well for the cue ball. So it's just concentrate everything on the pot. In it goes. Oh my word! How was the cue ball squeezed in there?
No way. No way. You're thinking you're not going to go in off because you've got the two reds? Oh, that's incredibly tough.
That's ridiculous. Unbelievable.
You just can't account for that. The reds are your blockers. How do you just flow through the... Oh, that's so difficult to take. Cue ball. Okay, so Barbara's made another ball. Not her best of contacts on this occasion. Yeah, just a little bit low on the cue ball and too much spin. Takes some of the power out of the pack. Look at this layout though. You tempted, Tony, to play the red off the yellow to the yellow go into the red.
100%.
No damage done, I guess. I mean, obviously you wanted the yellow to move the red up towards the pocket, but no damage done.
That's not too bad. It's not going to get there, is it? Oh, it is just.
Oh, that is using all the pockets. She's good at playing those shots pocket weight to give it every opportunity.
Be careful with the roll in here because the cue ball's tracking beyond towards that yellow. And that's played to perfection. Third breaking dish.
I'm still. I mean, this is incredible from Barbara. The moment, the time, the right way to do it is to really take it to Marion. But I mean, it's just such a huge moment in the frame before that instead of that taking us back to just a 2-frame game and thinking it's still Marion's, but all of a sudden you feel like it's how's Marion going to deal with this?
Almost, well, it is a trick shot.
This is almost a test of mental strength here for Marion Jude more than a physical, and she's not going to get the opportunity to show any here, as it's Barbara Taylor with the first opportunity here in frame 11. That's a very nice shot. That was the trickiest ball to land on and done it well. Now it's just put it together. That was a poor one. The last positional shot was excellent. That shot was the exact opposite. Put herself under huge pressure here to find a pot and position. Double. Cue ball. It stays on the table, but it puts Marion in a really good position. This is where she has to show her mental strength. 4 minutes to go. Counter clearance that's wide open for everything that's just gone before. This is your match right here and now.
Well, she's just caught her extension, which is the wise thing to do. Takes a bit off the clock as well, but just to steady herself.
Little awkward that. Just got to get the line right on this next one. It can go wrong now. Shouldn't have had to mess around with these yellows. Drops it in so she doesn't. Puts pressure on the next pot.
Played that nicely.
I think the natural line here works as well. I think she can go on and off the left side cushion and just float into the perfect space. Middle of the table, just to the right side of middle is perfect. A little bit more. Yeah, she'll be happy with that.
Dragged this with right hand side.
Cue ball, cue ball. Cue ball. Ooh, that was dangerous.
Never looked in.
Dangerous. With
Never
everything that's
looked
just
in.
come before. Heart would have been in the mouth for a second. She looked calm. And
That's
this
a
8 ball, she'll be happy to be straight in on it as well. No danger of the cue ball going in this time round.
I'll be using her quite a bit of time here, you know. She didn't think of it. She'll have 9 seconds left there.
At a nice pace. It's not crazy quick at 15 seconds a shot, but it's just monitoring it. First things first, make a ball.
It's going to go dry.
It's her worst break in the match. She kind of tried to launch at that too much. Just got it all wrong. Cue ball below the middle pocket's a telltale sign of a very poor strike.
Yeah, sort of glanced off the front ball into the second. It didn't have the same power that Barbara's generated the entire match. Kind of think she's done enough. Just.
She has. She's been the stronger player in the match. Barbara's had her moments, but that pivotal moment a couple of frames ago felt like it was going to play big, but Marion's responded well, and she's going to be asking too big a question here of Barbara.
Barbara has no shot.
Has no shot on. 44 seconds left to play. Marion Jude will use up 15 of them here. So Barbara Taylor, if she gets back to the table, will have, well, 20 seconds. It's not enough. And if this goes in, she won't get back to the table. Calm as you like. Marion Jude rolls in the yellow that takes her to the title. And she can enjoy the next 16 seconds knowing that she'll be crowned champion once again. The young French superstar. She has another title to add to her collection. Great mental strength to find the clearance when she needed it most, when she was feeling it most. And Marion Jude is the Women's Pro Series 6 champion, and she adds another big title to her already incredible CV.